per team.
Potentially.
Okay, then second try, let your teammate die, the 3v3 tournament, starting off with AM against NC. We have vetoes of Arabia for NC, and Snake Pit was vetoed by AM. So now we are jumping into game number 1, which is Oasis. And with me will be Mr. Roboboro. Tell us something, what can we see here?
Oh, this is a much more regular looking Oasis. Luckily, it's an ice map. So no one's got the free fish, or Heart specifically doesn't have free access to fish, which is nice. But otherwise, it's a very standard looking Oasis.
Okay, so we see LB10 starting with Magiars. We have Mongols for Skittle. And yeah, it seems like they really like civilizations with them because Sniper is playing the Mayans. And now we can already in game number 1 see the very special thing that, yeah, we see LB10 and Skittle together. We can see Leary and Hart together, but MBL is far away from his teammates and Sniper is far away from his teammates as well. Now the question is, LB10 and Skittle, will they save Sniper or will they let their teammate die?
I think that Sniper's actually in quite a good position to hold by himself, because he's got that nice main gold right at the back of his map there. So like he could do some walls across the front and basically just defend with crossbow, mangonel, monks if he has to, and just sit at home and let the other two go ham and try to like take out MBL or be really aggressive on the other side. Whereas MBL is completely in the opposite situation. He can't really wall that map at all. It's totally open on both sides, and his resources are spread out all over the place.
Yeah, and they seem to like the medium civilizations. Incas for MBL, we have Hart playing the Magyars for the scouts, and Leary going for the edge. So they are playing this quite aggressively, I would say, and really love those eagles as it seems. And let's see, is MBL maybe able to go for the first follower? Boss steal? Not really.
I could have just about gone for that.
Because he
can see it.
One. Oh yeah, and he's Xing.
I think he's just waiting to possibly lame the villager. Or no, but Larry's scout's coming in as well.
Oh, interesting. By the way, I have a small plan for day number 2, but I will need to talk back to the person. Let's see if that block will be successful. Unlikely. That I actually get the passwords for their TeamSpeak and we'll join them like in very crucial situations where like MBL is dying here, saving villagers and screaming, and Hart and Leary are just laughing at him, and then we join the TeamSpeak and play little mouse and yeah, listen to what they have to say. But I will see if we can make that reality in day number 2.
Oh, that's fancy. Something else I'd like to point out is that LB10 has an absolute boatload of sheep that is captured from the corner of the map, because Oasis does spawn extra sheep. So he's going to be able to go really heavy on scouts once he gets up to feudal age. Like, he's not going to need to lay many farms at all until, 13, 14 minutes probably he can survive till then.
Yeah, absolutely, and that could be pretty interesting because, well, even if Hart walls himself, the distance to Leary is just so close, so if maybe Leary is playing it a bit more open, isn't protecting the gold properly, then LB10 could do a lot of damage. And yeah, so many interesting decisions, and I believe decision making was so important in this one.
Yes, for sure. And I just love the fact that there's no defined pocket position. Like, Skittle is kind of like the closest you'd see to a pocket, but even so, like if MBL sends some Eagle Scouts or a Drush or Man-at-Arms or something, then they could still do a ton of damage. So everyone's going to be going for some sort of feudal pressure, I would expect.
Yeah, and that's actually yeah, go ahead.
And it's just going to be funny to see what they choose to do and how they adapt going into Castle Age from that. Because you can't really sit back and safely boom. because, you know, there's no one next to you to save you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so interesting for sure. And well, that's a bit weird that LB10 is still active with the scout close to his TC. He did push some deer, so he has so many extra free food resources. And well, Skittle is already scouting the right hand side. I believe very good civilizations on those settings are probably Mongols for your scouting bonus, and probably Portuguese as well, starting with cartography.
I don't know, I have to disagree with that. I don't think it would be worth it to take Portuguese. The civ bonuses themselves, I don't think it'll pay off enough for you. Like,
Okay.
you've got a little bit of a gold discount, which is kind of nice, but it's not the same as any of the traditional top civs, Aztecs, Mayans, Huns, Mongols, etc., etc.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, going into the series, you need to decide on the top 15 and even in the finals, top 21 civilizations. So that will be interesting for sure what they will pick. And remember, we also have Mediterranean as a potential map, so maybe Portuguese are a bit better there. But the way the strategy of MBL seems to be walling himself, the strategy of Skittle, of Sniper, seems to be going for a lot of stone. Does he play like defensive towers into archers or something? I don't really know.
Well, I would assume late game he's planning to go for plumed archers. So maybe he's going to go Trush MBL while Sniper goes... while Skittle goes for scouts. And just go really ham and try to take him out of the game.
Well, we'll see. Skittle now with the stable being built with 4 villagers. That's more than you normally see. Seems like MBL without a barracks yet, and 3 on gold, or 4 on gold even. Maybe some Eagle Scouts for him, walling himself to the left-hand side. At the same time, Sniper still very open, trying to go for some M&A. And speaking of M&A, LB10 with his Magia +1 bonus, already very close to Hard, who's playing its defensive scouts.
Yeah, I'm not sure how well Man-at-Arms are going to do versus this map for Hart. Like, it's such a little closed-in area. The only real open resource he has is his golds, but because he's doing scouts, he doesn't need his gold for a while. So without any sort of, you know, aggressive towers or archers later on to back up these Man-at-Arms, I don't think they're going to be able to do too much damage.
Yeah, probably right. And we said before, yeah, but if Hart walls himself, he can go to Leary. But Leary already aware of the threat and is walling his gold as well. Pretty beautiful team play so far. And seems like MBL will be the first guy who gets a double. And he's playing it with the market? Is he trying to play his FC? What's going on?
What is happening? He can't possibly be trying to do a FC.
Oh, first kill here for Sniper against MBL. Nice micro. And this tower will go up for sure. At the same time, Skittle not really coming in, completely walled at the left-hand side. So Skittle neglected, unless he sends villagers forward to maybe overchop those trees. But the main action probably is the right-hand side. And LB10 not doing the damage he was hoping for.
No, he's just busy chasing around some spears, chasing around the scouts. Not killing villagers or idling villagers, which is what you want from your early game pressure. Whereas, look, we've got Leary, he's going up to castle. He's just going to go straight Eagle Warriors, it seems.
Well, how many villagers does he have on gold? 3 only at the moment. Looks a bit like a boom even. That's a bit weird. And yeah, the tower rush of Sniper just super strong. He needs to make sure that he doesn't get raided from the right hand side. Only has 2 on gold. At the same time, Skittle's still not doing much, but he will probably 3-hop over here into the base of MBL. But
next level
MBL is kind of safe. Oh, what a sweet move here, and
that is lovely. Unfortunately, the villager's probably gonna die, maybe, but he's in, and MBL's in a world of trouble now. He's getting trushed, he's got Men-at-Arms on one side, scouts on the other. And LB10 has fully walled his base. So that means that Hart and Leary can't come round and attack Skittle. Or
Yeah.
LB10 himself, for that matter.
Yeah.
So hopefully there's some good team communication going on, and Sniper's gonna wall himself, defensive tower, and make sure that he's safe from whatever pressure MBL's teammates send at his side.
Well, we'll see. Well, now Lyri's still only at 1 barrack, so that looks very boom intense. And Sniper, yeah, I absolutely want to see him wall more. He needs to be safe against all the attacks from the side. He should know. Damn, we're in a tough spot here.
Oh, MBL stone on the left. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, Skittle sneaking in
one
there,
hole.
but... Oh, what a sweet move. And MLA is still coming around. And MBL running back. And he is down to pop 33. And yeah, we'll plumb down even further.
Letting MBL die. That's the plan.
Oh, Hardy must be enjoying life.
Yeah, this is... Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing.
Down to 26 villagers now.
Larry's Eagles are coming into Sniper's base now. But they've got no upgrades. He's got Eagle Warrior coming in, but no armor. So any defensive towers are going to be quite effective, I think. As long as his villagers are able to get in.
Let's see. Look at his starting TC and his farms. I believe I need to unfriend him on Facebook. Like, this is so ugly.
That is pretty bad.
What was he thinking?
But look, we've got Skittle coming forwards with a stable, and he's up to Castle Age as well.
Yeah.
So MBL's potentially going to die to, you know, all-in Castle Age Knights, or the Knights are just going to completely ignore him and come over to save Sniper.
Let's see what Sniper has in store for us. Is he going for some defensive M&A? Yeah, and Hard is coming over with scouts as well. I believe Sniper should completely wall himself. Like, even in front of the TC, just build stone walls. It's just so important that you survive in those settings and that you still have 10 villages left. But at the same time, MBL is getting defeated.
Oh yeah, pretty soon he's going to be defeated. He's got nothing in the TC. Like, you could kill it with villagers, for God's sake. Like, there's nothing there. Just walk to it and just poke it. Oh, but Sniper, all the scouts and eagles just running right past.
It's still open, and he quick walls in the last second. Oh, that was so important. Even microing back here, and Sniper doing quite a good hold so far. Didn't lose a single villager, I believe. And now trying to go for the M&A defense. Not 100% sure if that's the optimal strategy, but yeah.
I think it's his only real option, to be honest. Because he can't do Feudal Eagles versus Castle Eagles. And Man-at-Arms have a slight bonus versus Eagles, right?
Oh, somewhat, yeah. And yeah, it's better than Spearman. He doesn't have an archer range, so...
The gold. Finish the wall.
Oh, no. Okay.
Sniper.
First losses. Yeah, first losses for sure. And something good for Sniper is actually that he still has those forward villages on the left-hand side. So in case everyone is focusing on MBL and him, he will probably save those 4 villages and MBL could get defeated. So maybe in the long run, he could play a bit longer. A nice quick walls by him. I'm really impressed how well Sniper's playing this one so far.
Yeah, and with those 4 villages, he could go break in and start mining that stone there. So that he can still make defensive towers and eventually get to building a castle when he gets to Castle Age.
Yeah.
So like at the moment he's lost access to stone, but those 4 villages could keep him in it.
Yeah, maybe. And one of the big issues at the moment still is the villager count here of Lyri. He is up to over 50 villagers. On the other side, we have Skittle the highest with 40, but he is now focusing on the push here against MBL, who's just trying to go for the big migration. Look at that, trying to fight down those 3 towers. Knights are around, scouts are around as well, but not really fighting. And MBL, he doesn't like those towers, as it seems.
No, he does not. He wants that goal, he wants that stun. He needs it to stay alive. And so, yeah, he's going to recapture it, but, you know, the amount of idle time he has there, that's 80% of his economy doing absolutely nothing for the time being.
At the moment he has 1 farmer and 2 on wood actually working.
Yeah.
And, oh god, Yeah, those pikemen weren't enough to fight off the knights with +1 defense and bloodline. Now he's running into the TC, but won't fit all villagers in there. At the same time, Sniper is sending his villagers back over, and well,
Should
MBL
make more towers, I guess. You knock down my towers, that's okay, I'll just build more towers.
Oh, not the worst option. It's still a very juicy spot there with the gold and the stone around. And MBL now trying to migrate with all his villagers. He's down to 32.
Come on, Sniper, please. Pay attention. Okay, well, they can't defeat MBL now, I don't think. Those villagers should be able to escape.
Yeah, probably. We still had some scouts parked there of Skittle, but he, yeah, took them in the fight here. And seems like MBL will lose his TC in Feudal Age. At the same time, Sniper, well, we will see.
He's not looking good. He's about to overchop his wood lines. And so those Knights and Eagles could get in and do a lot of damage.
Okay, well, we'll see. I don't like the idea that he's sending back his villagers there. At the same time, we didn't take a look at LYTD for quite some time. And he's going for CA. I believe Knights could have been a better choice.
Yeah, I just like this choice, because you know that you're fighting at least one player who's going for Eagles. And potentially, if MBL doesn't die, then there's 2 players making Eagles. Long run.
Oh,
Sniper's gonna die here. Yeah,
Sniper
he doesn't have fletching.
Loses TC. And his idle villagers aren't doing much. He's now going for cartography. The migration of MBL is starting.
He's overchopped the wood.
Well, that's not the most important thing. Losing his TC is worse.
Yeah, but if he loses the TC and loses the wood bills, then he's got nothing.
It's super important that Skittle and LB10 are having a good boom at the same time. But look at that, Skittle only playing at 1 TC. And I believe he shouldn't build a single more unit against MBL because that TC is already completely sacrificed.
Yeah, there's no way it's going to survive. Just look at the migration. Like, he's even got some of Larry's Eagle Warriors there to escort them home, basically.
Yeah, scouting the area. Yeah, great job. And LB10, let's take a look. Yeah, the big thing, that's something we can see on the research tab there. Larry, on the way to MPL8.
Yeah, this is going to be nasty if he gets Eagles, and he's going to get elite Eagles now. I honestly think that as soon as he gets Imp, Sniper needs to run Bills, and they need to somehow stonewall the map near MBL's base. They can't possibly defend this with their Castle Age army at this point, I don't think.
Yeah, and even in Imp, like Magyars, if he wants to go for CA and Mongols who go for Mango Dice, that won't really perform too well against Aztec Lead Eagles there.
Not at all. Needs to be going for Paladin. But like, there's still some Eagles running around his base, idling Sniper's TC, killing off the farmers, just being a general nuisance. And like, there's only what, 5 of them. But, you know, it's still affecting his economy in a significant way.
And we are losing his last villagers at home. And I believe Skittle is kind of making the wrong decisions here to just go for the kill against MBL. I think he needed to boom a bit more. Only now the second TC. Sniper will actually reach the castle later, it seems.
Yeah, he will, but I'm not sure what he's going to do when he gets there. Because he's got a load of wood, and that's about the only resource he has at the moment.
No one's known. Maybe by himself up to castle. Not really sure.
And Skittle's sending a villager towards Sniper's base.
Yeah. Maybe he can intercept MBL.
Sitting in MBL's base, actually. I'm not sure what he's going to do with that.
The big problem will be the hard and Leary push here against LB10, who's trying to micro his heart out, but soon we'll have an incredible amount of pierce armor there, and then the CA won't do anything.
Not at all. Like, they can sit behind their walls and do a little bit of damage, but, you know, they're only Palisade. 2 mangonels will kill it in, you know, 5 seconds or something. Or kill a stable. That's okay. Go for the longer push. That's fine.
Humpering now on the way, but that's just so deadly. And look at that.
Oh.
That's a fight LB10 can never ever win.
No, that's never gonna happen. But they've found MBL's TC, and Skittle's just going all out trying to kill it with his knights. Just to add insult to injury. No, MBL, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to live.
Losing a starting TC twice in the game. Oh, and LB10 already tapping out, realizing, damn, there's no way we can stop Leary here. Look at that. Hard encapsulates MBL, still imputilates Leary in imputilates. That's the beauty of let your teammate die, Robo here. How did you like the first game?
I thought that was insane. I just love the fact that it's MBL who gets absolutely shat on and killed. It's just a little bit of poetic justice, I think.
Oh. Okay, yeah, beautiful. And I believe Skittle just going for too much army against a guy who would die nonetheless, and Liberty at the same time, playing it super open, going for the boom, just minimal army investment in Castle Age, still doing massive damage against Sniper, and then going for the strong boom. Just won them the game.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's definitely Skittle's fault, in quotation marks. Like, it's a bit harsh to say that, but
yeah,
he didn't need 3 stable knights to kill MBL. Is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah. He just saw, okay, I can do a lot of damage against him. LB10, you do your thing on the other side. And, well, if Leary goes for Mass Eagles there, we go into a somewhat good game for them. Knights against Eagles, MBL will die faster than Sniper will, but Leary just fell back, boomed it out, and therefore they got the first W.
Yeah, they did. Now on to game 2.
Okay, here the normal melee map is super bugged. I tested a lot of maps and it seems like WSVG Mediterranean seems to be the best one, with most of the time having a solid lake in the middle, but we have potential for another admin restart here.
If we need it. But,
yeah.
You know, fingers crossed we don't.
Yeah. I mean, thinking about removing the spec delay a bit more, because we could have so many restarts, but...
Well, you can't get any lower unless you want to remove the rating of the match. Alright. And having the Fiddly match link is kind of useful.
Yeah, for sure. So this best of 5, not all 5 games played. Like, should be in a tournament format, right? Unless you are in the group stage.
Yes.
Yes.
So potentially we only got 2 more games.
Anyway, drunk yesterday, or at least stood up just 10 minutes before stream? Neither. Ay. Okay, so no one has another Mediterranean map, so they will try normal Mediterranean, but unlikely that will work. I really tried like 10 times and only 2 generated a reasonable map to be played on.
Oh boy.
I prepared the map to send it to someone. Or is it a big version? No, Wars Common didn't have Mediterranean, that's interesting. The Mediterranean could even be more crazy, because yeah, now you have the option to fish as well. So if you're, for example, in the spot of Leary in the last game, your boom gets even crazier. And yeah, you not only need to fight around the pond, but also in the pond. So map control gets even more important, which kind of is weird.
Well, I think that's the interesting part though, because you have to grush to stop them having fish. But if you're not in a traditional pocket position, you can't safely grush because they might tower rush you or something. So they somehow need to work out a balance of land and water strategy. So I guess I could just completely ignore water and just go full land and try to kill 2 players really quickly. But
especially on War of the Kingdoms, I think you should never completely ignore it because you're always guaranteed to do some kills there with the fire galleys.
yes. Or, like, you don't necessarily have to fish, like, you know, just make 2 or 3 fire galleys and just send them out and then otherwise ignore it, but...
It is so tough. If you
it's
give one
tough to
guy a
theory
free boom,
Yeah.
like, each of every one of those 3 AM guys will just wreck you off the map.
That's the problem, like, because without being able to see exactly who's sitting in which position, you can't, you just can't easily say what's happening. Like, there's too many different variables with what civ you are and where you're sitting, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people talking about the Stout Grass Megadout Tyrant team. It will be that Kalini will play today, and tomorrow we will have Jordan. Maybe some killing games as well. So we will, we will see.
I think they're gonna have
be a mix.
troubles. Viper doubt Carlini today. Like,
Against
they
VNS?
might. Yeah.
It's VNS without back T though.
Oh, that back T. Okay, I didn't notice that, to be honest.
That's why I'm here for, or what I'm here for.
Oh.
And let's jump into game number 2, and we will find out if this map is playable or not. And it looks like, yes, it is. So, welcome to game number 2. Thanks for the donation, and let's take a look at the civilization. Something we should have done before, and I should have done some of the civ videos to have a better overlay or in a better overview, I want to say. So we have Italians for LB10. We have Skittle with the Japanese, and on the other side, again, not together with his teammates, is Sniper playing the Aztecs. Then we have the team of, this time, MBL with Koreans, and close by Lyri. And on the other side of the map, Mr. Hart playing the Vikings. And with me again will be Mr. Roboboro.
Ooh, I like these positions a lot. Like, we've essentially got 3 distinct 1v1s, is kind of how I see this playing out. We've got Sniper and MPL clearly, seeing they're, you know, right next to each other.
Yeah.
LB10 and Lyri are fairly close. And then that just leaves the last 2 players who are kind of on one side, although there is a fairly large distance between them compared with the other players.
Yeah, but not really long. And I'm not sure if I like Vikings on that map, honestly. Because you need
no fire
galleys.
galleys is really bad. Oh, LB10 is stealing a ball with a villager, I think.
Oh, interesting. Update
think
the score. It is 1-0.
Because I think Larry's other boar is the one to the south of his TC, and I can't see any other ones. Yeah, because LB10's got 2 boars to the left.
Oh, sweet stuff. So 3 boars for LB10, and it's still full HP scout. So if Larry sees the scout of LB10, he will be confused for sure.
Oh yeah. I wonder if he actually had seen that boar. I think he would have seen it. Because with his scouting, he has a nice view between the gold, the stone, and the berries. I'm sure he must have seen it.
Okay. Well, he's going for his spawn now, and let's see how they will adjust. And indeed, Portuguese for them. So a beautiful team bonus. Having cartography from the start really helps out a lot, I would say. And having more HP on your ship, cheaper ship as well. So if Lyri can get onto water, which is now questionable.
No.
Yeah, he could be really strong.
Could be. Could be indeed.
Yeah,
and also, actually, LB10's main goal is that one that's, you know, halfway between himself and Leary.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. That's pretty good.
and then like all three of his golds are kind of on the right hand side or of his mate of his TC towards Leary, which is going to make his life kind of difficult.
The best one could actually be the far away one on the left hand side, the 2-tile one, but yes, I don't like the best one. We'll go for that one.
That's so far away. I doubt he would even scout that one, to be honest. Like, that's just so far from your TC.
Sniper already walling here. Could actually wall in the berries if he wanted to, lame some deer if he wanted to. And MBL, he already got 2 boars in, and now the second boar of Sniper is coming in as well, so no laming over there. And Skittle is docking, so is Hard. And so
LB10 is already docked as well.
Isn't. So it will be 2 dogs of the NC guys against 1 dog only of the AM guys, and Leary seems to be even drushing here, and LB10 going for the quick waltz could be perfect if he goes water and waltz against a guy who's drushing.
That's true. Honestly, I think the most interesting matchup here is going to be MBL versus Sniper. Because yes, Sniper's going for these walls, but I think it's pretty likely that MBL is going to do some sort of all-in trush. Man-at-arm trush, something like that, seeing as he's Koreans, and considering that they are so close together. Although saying that, his stones are actually incredibly bad, really far away from his TC. But, you know, other than that, I think Sniper might be in a world of trouble if MBL manages to get around there with some villagers.
Well, Sniper's doing the Great Waltz, has the Eagle Scout around here as well, so he will get the notice quite early on, so not that bad. Hard the first one on the way to Fuel Late. LB10 seems to be finishing his vault, and Leary not actually going for the drush here.
Ooh, yep. And looking at Hart's economy setup, where like everybody's on wood at the moment, it looks like he's going to be grushing, right?
Yeah, most likely.
I guess he could potentially try to go for archers, you know, like drop a barracks instead of the extra docks. But I don't see how that would work out for him, because like if he loses water, he's got no food income. But if he is going for water, then he's going to get absolutely wrecked by any land pressure at all. And we've got the second dock coming up.
And speaking of land pressure, look at those 5 villagers of Skittle.
Going forward, and he's sending villagers to stone as well. And I don't think Hart saw that. I think his scout was busy over near the wood line, and I think he missed it.
Was fighting some there, and yeah, by his movement of the scout, it seems like he has no idea. He's trying to wall some at the front. He has less HP on his scout compared to Skittle's. That could be a small problem as well.
This villager might walk into a dock and reveal himself. Oh yeah, Hart should be able to see that villager. Oh no.
Well,
quick walls, all the villager in. Oh no. Feels bad, man.
Okay, so
he knows what's happening.
Skittle will lose that one, and that's double aggressive or open stone here for Hart, so that will be some troubles. At the same time, MBL is going for the trush as expected, 4 on stone for him, and we see the aggression of Leary against LB10, who is trying to play an archer defense, or what's going on here?
I would think that that's likely. You know, just one dock, but his archery ranges are a little bit slow, to be honest.
Yeah, agreed. No defensive tower yet as well. Interesting stuff.
Because I know from my own practicing with this sort of a build order that you can drop 2 archery ranges immediately after getting up if you do it properly.
Yeah, but he also built like 50 walls with 3 villagers at the same time. So
but he's also open where the house is on the south.
Yeah. Let's see if Leary notices. Yes, he does, and that's ugly. Update on the tower rush here at the top. Skittle got that one through, and LB10 with the quick walls behind that though.
But Sniper's losing villagers to a tower as well. Oh, the action's everywhere.
Yeah, it's so crazy and so good.
It's happening everywhere.
And that's the beauty of those settings. And Sniper running around with his Militia as well. Still not having the M&A upgrade. Is building 2 defensive towers. Is on stone himself. Skittle is continuing with his tower rush, but at the moment not doing the damage. Another tower here by Leary. LB10. He needs to get onto stone.
Oh, Sniper might potentially find MBL stone. Oh, he misses it by like 1 tile.
Ay.
Oh, that's unfortunate. If he got to that stone, that could just about kill MBL because he can't do any pressure anymore.
Yeah, agreed. MBL now going for water. We didn't see a lot yet. Hart now going for the first kills here. And that's a nice win for them as well.
Yep, he's going to take water control, but is it worth it if both of his teammates potentially end up in a really bad position? I'm not sure.
Well, we'll see.
Oh, Hart's building a mill on his berries even though he knows that he's being crushed. That seems like a mistake to me.
That's weird, for sure.
Like, that's the logical place to the next tower, and he's just... No, that's okay. I'm just gonna make more villagers and send them into danger. No worries, guys.
I was trying to fight this off there. Let's take a look. Oh, not getting this villager. Hard is microing that one back. But Skill is getting another one for change. Let's take a look. Hard now sending in another one. Not 100% sure if that's the best idea.
Oh. And also, Skittle's building up another tower on that wood line on the south.
Oh yeah, sneaky one. Is that not spotted by Hard?
It's in line of sight, I think.
Well, only the villager. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Oh man. Okay, at the same time, LB10 seems somewhat safe, but lost all his fish.
That's okay, he's still got quite a few sheep under his TC. It's not the end of the world yet.
Sniper seems like he defended pretty well against MBL there. His Eagle Scouts will kill that tower.
Oh, and maybe potentially kill the villagers.
No, not 100% sure.
Nah, it's some good micro.
Oh, it's under 2 towers. Pretty interesting. No defensive upgrade on Sniper yet. Oh, Skittle trying to go for some rate.
Just if Sniper kills 2 villagers, then that just slows down how quickly MBL can push the towers, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think it's worth it because like it slows down how fast the towers build. He can't build 2 towers at the same time as easily.
Literally building a market and researching cartography.
Well, it's free cardo, right?
Well,
gotta get those technology points.
I think you only get technology points if it costs something.
If it costs something, yeah, I know, but come on,
okay, okay, my bad. Yeah, exactly. Great thinking, Robo.
Great strategy. I know. Oh, LB10 sending archers around to MBL's side. Oh, if this comes into MBL's wood line, where the man-at-arms are, where the militia have been walled in.
That could be interesting for sure. Okay.
But as you mentioned, though, having water control by Hard, he's actually defended incredibly well. Like, he has lost 5 or so villages potentially, but he's made so many galleys and controlled the water so well that the rest of his team, if they choose to dock, now have free fish.
Yeah, but look at that. He has 30 food, now going up to, queuing up some more villagers. And at the same time, Skittle now up to the castle. The question is, will he go for some fire galleys or will he go for the aggression? And his answer is 2 archery ranges and potentially a siege workshop to follow it up there.
Ooh, LB10's archers just got mugged by man-at-arms. They got walled into a corner and then killed. And MBL's towering the drush.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I like that tower too much. It's not really necessary, especially if you have 3 M&A there around there.
Yeah, right. Like, you just let them out and kill them with the man-at-arms and villagers. Save the stone for something else.
Yeah. Sniper, still solid defense there against MBL. Leary now up to Castle Age as well. And yeah, I think Skittle will do a lot of damage there against Hard. But did he overproduce galleys here? I think so. Look at that amount.
He's got, what, 16 military? Presumably all of those are galleys, because I haven't seen any barrackses.
Yeah. That's crazy, crazy numbers. Okay, let's switch into LB10 and see how far he's away from Castle Age. Still quite a bit, so Leary will pressure him quite nicely for sure. And
Yeah, because really, Leary hasn't done much pressure at all. Like, he made some man-at-arms, he's made a couple of towers, and that's it. Otherwise, he hasn't spent any resources on military units whatsoever.
True.
Meals gold. The archers.
Oh, let's see if he could camp under the tower there or just snag 1 or 2 villagers. At the same time, Skittle.
I think I would have gone for the tower, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Denying the stone long term is probably better than. Well, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he'll kill 6 villagers because then he'll stop paying any attention.
Yeah, probably. Okay, killing the M&A as well there without any losses. Hey, microing back a bit. And now the aggression starts.
AM players. Everybody's up to Castle Age.
Oh yeah, look at that. And at the same time, let's take a look. LB10, 450 foot sniper at 560. So that will click up at reasonable times as well, but surely later. At the same time, Skittle's aggression against Hart looks pretty deadly.
Yeah, he managed to get the stone walls up in time though. So he's able to stall out a little bit. Potentially be able to get up a defensive siege workshop soon. Maybe. I guess that's his only real chance at the moment.
I didn't like that Skittle did build siege workshop so close to Hart there, and therefore revealing his forward. But did get some time to wall. Remember, Stonewall's only 900 HP, so that's not too big, and House is less HP as well. But he will most likely get Castle Age. Skittle actually squeezing through there, and I like that a lot. And he could go for a rampage in all those eco. And funny enough, Hart is the guy with the highest score. Oh, Skittle shouldn't lose his mangle.
There's nothing in the TC though. It's okay. No worries.
Okay.
As long as he gets a couple of crossbows to defend the mangonels so they can't get Phil rushed. Hearts. Oh god, he's running everything. Everything. That's the Great Migration.
Oh god, yeah, and he's only running into snipers, so that will be interesting for sure. Funny thing is, Leary is actually going for organ guns here. Not 100% sure if I like that too much. Oh god, let's see if Hart will find those villagers. It seems like he could, Skittle, I mean. Oh, he's trying to run to the top. Can we see those?
Yes, 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 he can see it. Attack! Attack! No! Come back! Skittle!
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no, feels bad, man.
Okay, so, but the TC is done for Hart, and I believe most of the score advantage is really winning the water for Hart. And...
Oh, Hart's potentially... No, okay, it's a 1-for-1 trade.
Okay.
He nearly got 3 mangonels there, if Skittle hadn't noticed.
Oh, now Skittle sees the straggler there, and is going back and wants to find those villagers. So Hart still in some troubles. LB10 now going for Crossbowman himself. I have no idea. Oh, actually MBL building a transporter here for Leary as it seems, and now organ gun landing. When did we ever see that?
Oh man, I think LB10 needs to make a couple of knights, to be honest. Because like their siege units, so they've got pretty high pierce armor, and then their spread damage versus mass crossbows is doing a lot of damage. Like, look at them go.
Oh god, what a rampage there.
This is usually considered a meme unit, but look at it go. Like, is this the new meta?
What
Organ gun rush?
Actual F, yeah. And now the first one only going down, and he didn't spread around those villagers or the crossbowmen. The tower wasn't filled up. That was so unfortunate for him. Oh god. Skittle at the same time lost all his crossbowmen in the TC of Hart. That was painful.
Oh my god. That's bad.
And losing the Mangonel War as well. Hart is just holding beautifully.
MBL's got a bit of a crazy tower going up north of Skittle's base. I'm not sure why he's building the tower there, but that's all going to die now.
I have no
idea. The galleys, Hart's galleys come in.
Well, but the tower will fall before that. Yeah,
I
how's
want
the
to see where
situation here?
I want to see where the organ guns go next. To be honest.
Well, first the transporter could die if they aren't
Oh
taken
yeah,
care.
maybe if MBL doesn't pay attention. But like, just go drop them off near Sniper's base and go attack his stone and wood line. Oh
Yeah.
no, okay, he noticed. He noticed.
Okay, going back now.
Or
And,
to be honest, like
oh
just
God.
going to Skittle's base, because Skittle's got no military at home. He's got no military units at home.
Oh golly. Okay, finally
He's
Skittle's killing
all
some.
all in one TC push, and he's losing all of his mangonels to Heart.
Yeah.
Like, just look at all those corpses. Like, is that 6 mangonels for Skittle and only 3 or 4 dead for Heart?
Something like that. Pretty brutal. Obviously, it's so much easier because it is kind of a bottleneck where the magnets have to go through. But still, beautiful job there by Heart.
Sniper's building a castle to secure some gold for himself and kill off some of MBL's guard towers.
Okay, I like that.
And MBL's guard tower survived, you know? It's on 71 HP. All the villagers are dead.
What?
But the tower's alive. You know?
Okay, that's super weird. Okay, I didn't see that coming.
And there's some crossbows walking towards the tower. Like, it might kill these crossbows. If they... Okay, no, they're going the other way. But if they came south, you know, like that tower, it could be the MVP.
Yeah, it could be. Okay, let's see. Skittle. He built a defensive castle next to his golden stone just to defend those organ guns. Indeed, they were landed and did get some kills here, it seems.
I think they got a little bit of Vil bashing, plus the castle killed it.
Oh, and look who is up to it again.
And LB10's been raided by organ guns again. All of his gold villagers are dead. He actually has no access to gold at the moment. Because, you know, we said that they were all really forward. He's bloody well losing the tower. Oh boy.
Okay, and we're resigning again. I'm a bit curious about that timing though. Yeah, Skittle couldn't do much. LB10 was in a bit of pickle because he lost all his gold over and over again. But... well, Sniper didn't look too great against MBL, so kind of everyone losing their 1v1. Oh, what a weird game again.
I think it's pretty clear that the AM players are significantly better in a 1 versus 1 position, for sure. Okay, and they're also actually adapting a lot better. Like they're prioritizing Boom
as well. It's pretty brutal. Everyone in the negative there. And yeah, prioritizing Boom, you said.
Like they're making sure that every game at least one player, which in this case seems to be Leary, booms and is able to win the game in Imp. Whereas I think that's twice now we've seen Skittle go all in 1TC Castle Age aggression to kill someone. And neither time it has paid off. Like they pretty much completely killed MBL in game 1, which you could argue worked out, but this one they didn't do enough damage to Heart. Like, because Heart still reboomed, he had extra TCs, he actually had more villagers than Skittle. Like,
yeah, brutal.
It's just not working out for him.
Yeah, he loves this aggression, but yeah, he needs to do more damage there. Tower Rush was actually pretty effective to begin with, but then I believe his Mangonel micro really was lacking there. Look at that. He's up a solid more than 3.5 minutes before Heart and still wasn't able to do significant damage there with his Mangonels. And yeah, obviously unfortunate that he lost all his crossbowmen in the back when Heart was running from him.
Yeah, walked into that TC. But, you know, you walked into a TC. If you do some patrolling, it's not going to happen. Pretty rookie mistake, I'd say.
Someone in the chat has a funny name of a guy that I used to play with, and that was a good real life friend of mine till like 2003. Would be super funny. We actually played a lot of Hit Empires if that's him. But
you understand that they can't see the spec chat again?
No. It's in the normal Twitch chat.
No, I'm sorry. Talking about in game
okay.
room. You said
okay, yeah.
Science
Yeah,
Valley.
that's,
They can't see it.
yeah. It's weird. Why am I not a promoter? If Eddie writes something, everyone can see it.
Because it doesn't work like that. For reasons.
Damn, those lineups. So tough for me to judge. Like, VNS is just... Maybe I should have seeded them higher. Seed 6 for a team consisting completely out of 2.2k plus players. I'm not sure how well they will adjust. Honestly, Say My Name, I believe, is pretty bad in those settings. I don't see Cool and Bad Boy perform too well. Oh, seeding was so crucial. Or not crucial.
To be honest, I think you probably could have put them at 5th instead of the Brothers in Spring. But I don't see them getting any higher than that.
Okay. I'm a big Brothers fan, so that was maybe an influence for me.
Oh, like, yeah, I love the bits as well, but I think Spring kind of pulls the team down a little bit.
Well, it was motoring before, but they need to change it. And yeah, well, the communication of the three will be pretty solid, I believe. Like the Brothers, they can use Spring pretty well. That's what worked out pretty well for Team USA. Like, Spring obviously is kind of a one-trick pony, but they still kind of implemented him in the team quite reasonably well. So guys, if you like that series, we will have more coming up your way. We will have, after the series, we'll have Viper, Dowd and Kalini play against VNS. And later on, following this evening, we will have Chile against SY. And finishing the evening, we will have Lan, Eddie, what type of situation? Maybe Eddie Hira Slam against the Bros and Spring to finish off the evening, and tomorrow we'll have the semifinals and the finals.
Do you know who's going to be playing for the Slam, Hero, Eddie, Lan team? I believe
Slam on Terra for sure, because Slam was talking to me just yesterday. So Slam will play, Hira will play. I don't know who the third player will be. Probably Eddie, because he's kind of the
Rogan
initiator of the team.
Small contribution to an awesome tourney.
So
Thank
Lance
you
is
for
sort
the
of
love.
a backup, or maybe a sub in for specific maps.
They had him before Slam joined the tournament. Slam wanted to have his own team, but couldn't make one up.
Okay, was he trying to get like Fire and Riot, something like that going?
Not really sure about them. I believe Fire... I have no idea. I talked to Fire and Riot, both showed interest, but then didn't talk back. And yeah, it's a pain in the ass to try to get
it organized.
Yeah. So why did I put Slam and the guys so low? Or as force? Do you think they should be higher or lower? Who do you think should be lower? Who do you think should be higher? It was tough, and I feel like
I don't think there's any problems for me except for 5 and 6. I think you could probably have switched those two teams, but everything else is pretty accurate in my opinion.
Okay.
Especially because knowing that Carlini is going to be playing day 1, you can't give the Tyrants number 1 or number 2 because they've got a significant disadvantage on day 1.
Yeah,
and to be honest, I doubt they're going to win as it is. Because Carlini is just going to fold if he ends up being in a 1v1 situation.
Okay, well, we'll see about that. And I believe they will even let him play some on Sunday as well. But yeah, we'll see about that.
Oh,
and
okay.
Yeah. God, I again messed up the Tivs out, but we can do that for the upcoming series. So let's jump into game number 3. 3 match points here for our AM guys. And why did you say ooh?
Because they've got standard positions, right?
Indeed. And it is team together. I'm not even...
It says it's off. Fixed positions is off.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's what happens. Someone did the math. I'm not sure if it's correct, though. I think I should have done it myself. And said 30% the chance that it's standard, 60% that it's 2-1 split, and 10% that it's a 1-1-1-1-1-1-1 split.
And did you test this map, and did you actually get some of the strange splits?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm thinking, like, because potentially some of the newer maps might have special coding or something where it forces teams to stay together. Like, especially if there was anything like Acropolis, like Team Acropolis, any of those maps.
Yeah, I had Team Acropolis as well. That was a pain.
Yeah, because I feel like that would always end up being the same positions, and also it'd just be broken as hell, right? If you had 2 guys and 1 enemy on your hill, like that one guy's just gonna die instantly because your TCs are like 12 tiles away from each other.
Yeah, but that didn't really work out, so yeah. Okay, so then let's see about the civilizations here. Pretty strong picks for NC, going for Malians, Incas, and Indians. So that's a pretty strong, maybe even top 3 pick. On the other side, we have MBL going for the Mongols. We have Mayans for Lyri. Hart went for Indians, and they are calling the restart. And not sure if LB10 lost a villager there before calling a restart, or what really happened, if they want the scrap around starting positions. We will see.
Well, I quite like what MBL's done, where he's essentially done a mill first build going into the middle, you know, to take some deer, take the shorefish.
Yeah. But problem is that they MBL instantly needed to go for loom then. So that's like 1 less villager at the start.
That's true, but like especially, I think if the Indians did this sort of a strategy where you just went immediately into the middle to mill shorefish, I think you could get really fast feudal times with that shorefishing bonus that they have. Because like you're guaranteed to see shorefish, and then the deers are like a little bit less sure of seeing them. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so as well. And okay, so NC did restart because they wanted the weird positionings. Obviously fit Skittle a bit more, and she already picked Mayans. Yeah, they didn't pick Mayans now. We had Mayans for the AM guys. So later on, if I think a bit more about it, we will use that file and we'll actually put on civilizations that already have been picked and therefore cannot be picked again. But yeah, I forgot that for the first 2 maps now, so we don't need to catch up with this, because most likely this series will potentially end after 3 games anyways.
Ooh, okay. I like what somebody said in the chat, where so far we've had 2 mixed up teams and once where they've lined up properly, which adds up to that 60-30 maths. Right?
Yeah.
It could be accurate.
Nearly not believing in his teammates. Well, I would let them die.
Oh yeah, sure.
Are you cheering for NC? I'm cheering that they will win 1 game, but I don't cheer that they will advance, because I think AM will show better games throughout the tournament than NC will.
Yeah,
if they get a lucky one here.
I don't see them beating them on any map, unless something crazy, like really, really crazy happens.
Is the finals tomorrow? Yes, it is. So Valley, I like Indians a lot there.
Yeah, Indians, and I think Mongols are also a really good pick, because there's all the extra deer in the middle.
Yeah.
Pretty much any super aggressive civ goes well, like even Japanese
Incas
for cheaper mills.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not sure if I like Incas, honestly.
I guess that kind of just plays into the whole aggressive playstyle. You know, man at arm tower, try to control the middle, potentially.
We will see. And this time it is different. And look at that minimap.
That's
Can't change
brilliant.
his reso. Okay, they're continuing. Was some problems. So we will have LB10 starting very close to Mr. Sniper here, who is playing Mines again. Then we will have, this time alone, Mr. Hart playing the Indians. And
has the game continued for you, or are they still paused?
Not yet. But it was a long pause, so it will continue pretty soon.
Just making sure.
Yeah. Skill with Indians, and we have Mayans for Lyri and Mongols for MBL. Sniper, pretty much in the middle of the map here. And yeah, I'm curious how he will play this. Seems like LB10 a bit on the safer side. And yeah, this should be absolutely interesting. Hart will most likely get tripled as well.
I just love how much, sand there is. It's insane. Like, there's just so many ponds all over the map here. And do you know if it's possible to dock on this map?
Well, there isn't space. Actually, there could be
some of the ponds there is definitely space. Because I was thinking, just if it goes to Castle Age, just drop a couple of docks and have some demo ships just patrolling around. And then you just randomly run into an army and kill it. And then just win the game by a lucky patrol. I think that would be pretty funny.
I think if I ever do this tournament format again, it will be regicide. That could be even funny.
Yeah.
If we have a king walking there, we have demo ships in the middle, and the king, by the running hard, trying to go over to Lyri and the MBL, is getting destroyed by a demo.
Oh, that'd be lovely. And the thing is that the demos move faster than kings, I think. So, there's no running away either. Because I think demos are one of the fastest units in the game.
Okay. I thought king is the fastest unit in the game. Pretty sure. If I remember the escape AoE trailers. Don't you remember the first escape AoE trailer?
Yeah.
With the king? Yeah.
Well, the fastest one.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a funny one. I'll just give you a minute and I'll take a look and I'll see what it is.
Oh. So, the Viper and I now getting into our baby phase.
Plus Robo Noob 2.
No, demo ships are faster.
Oh, okay.
Like, the Castle Age demo ship has a speed of 1.6, Kings are 1.32.
Oh, 1.32? Thought that's faster.
Like a third of a tile faster.
Okay,
basically.
That's a lot. Okay, Hart now stealing a boar here. Not 100% sure how necessary that is on this map, honestly. Because, Skill will have one less boar. Okay, then he needs to send 4 more villagers over to Shorefish, which is faster anyways. Especially with Indians.
That's true, but I think it's just one extra thing that he has to take into account. Because having less TC food means that when you get to feudal age, you can't just sit your villagers under your TC. Like, if you're relying on these shorefish more for your food income, then you're much more vulnerable to raiding.
Whereas, if you've got a boar, have those out.
Yeah, but because usually you finish your 4 sheep, just as you get into feudal age. Like in a standard build order, something like that, right? When you're doing 22 pop-up.
You shouldn't get any sheep after minute 8 or something. After the first 4 sheep, you shouldn't get any more.
No, you're suggesting in this map just not to eat them at all?
Yeah.
Just go straight to all in on the shorefish and deer?
Yeah, I think so. Especially with Indians. It's just so much better.
Fair enough. Ooh, and we've got LB10 dropping a barracks, and it looks like he's going to drush Hart, because it's in that direction.
Looks like it.
Otherwise, I don't see anybody else making military buildings just yet. And he's getting really hard on that barrack. He's got 2 villagers building it.
I'm not really sure. They probably were from the year before. Is he getting another villager on gold? Not really. That would be only 2 militia. Kind of weird.
Yeah.
And Hart
Maybe
already
he's-
up to too late.
Look at that uptime. That's insane.
Reaching Fiddle Age at 9 minutes there. Fiddle
Yeah, but like
Loom.
this is what I'm saying though. Because of that extra boar, if he loses access to the shorefish, he's still got a ton of sheep under his CC that he can eat.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see that reasoning. But still, we want to go. By the way, I don't like Incas and Mayans on that map too much. I always like to go for civilizations that are heavy on the food. Like Magyars would be super sick here. Indians are super good. And
Mongols, etc.
yeah. If you go for archers, you're not really using the benefits of this map with a shorefish.
Oh, I guess it helps you get up to castle age faster, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You could potentially archer flush and still get like a 18-minute 18-minute castle.
But
right?
yeah, then you'd still die against 8 scouts at minute 14.
That's true.
So LB10 with the late time, everyone else already on the way to the feudal age. Let's take a look hard. Not microing his villagers too well there. And
No,
where is his
MBL
barracks?
MBL just lost a scout to sniper, and he's about to scout rush him, which is a little bit unfortunate. So that hurts his scouting. He has no idea where any of sniper or LB10's resources are.
Oh, and M&A can come out pretty soon as well here from sniper. Not having the greatest uptime ever, but still enough to go for some aggression.
Definitely can. And we've got skills for the stable.
Oh, and this will be so weird. I need to spot like 5 places at once here. And Hart going for the first defensive kill here. Actually, the second one.
I feel like drushing is a little bit too all-in. I think doing man-at-arms is a much better choice for LB10.
Yeah.
Because like he could follow this up with a tower or something, whereas at the moment his militia are kind of useless now that Hart's starting to make scouts. Like he can't really do a lot of damage with them.
Well, you probably wanted to intercept the villagers early on so that the Indian fishing bonus isn't used as much.
Like, but by the time he attacked, he'd already clicked up the feudal age, so...
Yeah. Well, yeah, it didn't seem like the fastest execution, especially because the third militia was pretty late as well. Now they get shredded. And look at Skittle, he's going for mass stone walls here as well. And Lyria will just be super safe, has 1 spearman out, will go for double barracks, but without being on gold, or no, he is on gold.
I don't understand what Skill's doing. How are these walls ever going to work out? Like,
I have no
you
idea.
can't fully wall this map. You've got no forest to wall to.
Well, seems like
And
he
you're
will try
just
to.
completely giving up the outside area. Like, first of all, that mill that he has on the shorefish is incredibly inefficient now. He needs to fix that. But
yeah, so true.
It's just a mess. But I like MBL's position though, with that tower defending both of his mills.
Yeah, that's super sweet, for sure. And that's still so much efficient shorefish as well.
Yeah, the 2 mills there. Like even the other side with the mill closest to sniper, like that's still not horrible. And he can go mill the other side of the ponds if he has to, take the deer. He's got many options from that position. And all snipers wood line getting hit by scouts. MBL scouts are going to come in as well.
And that's 2 dead spearmen, maybe even another one. That looks ugly. MBL and Hart sending more and more. Not enough spearmen out for Sniper, and he will lose a lot of villagers. And now they're trying to re-engage, and that will be so deadly for Sniper. And as I said before, he's very much in the middle of the map and is really getting punished for this one here, trying to run with the villagers. Or
I think it's GG right now. He's lost all his villagers. Yeah, I don't see how they can win this now. Like, it's all over. LB10's trying to FC into Eagles.
Oh, that's not going to work either. Look at that. Yeah, 500 food. Yeah, that's not a viable strategy on that map. FC.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough food now, and fucking hell,
Okay.
Sniper. He's on 18 builds at 14 minutes.
That was a bloodbath for sure. And look at Skittle. He went for M&A upgrade and scouts, and yeah, only got 2 kills at this time. Sniper already lost 12 units in this game. Yeah, LB10 is now up to Castle Age. Congrats, your teammates are dead.
Well, he's fulfilling the goal of the tournament, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Exactly what you wanted.
Yeah, he understood that. I think I will give an extra $50 if a team has one teammate defeated and still wins.
Oh god. You should have put that in the rules and settings post.
Yeah,
Because,
probably.
oh, Jesus, I can imagine Viper just saying, "Oh, doubt you're dead. No worries."
Yeah, and then go with the manual and kill the last 3 villagers.
Or you tell him to delete the villages near the end of the game.
Yeah, well, I won't allow that. Okay, now let's see Skittle going for the big engagement here. 2 spearmen going down, so that's a potential engagement here. But so many eagles around and villagers helping out as well. That doesn't look too great for Skittle here. He's trying to get the tower up, and it seems like the tower will finish. But all the scouts dying, the M&A coming from behind. Yeah, here a lot of villagers die, and it really helps out that he has a +1 attack. Leary is, for now, pushed away from that.
Ooh, I think that was actually a really good engagement. Like, he's invested a ton of food in that. But... Oh, and Leary is now at the castle. Rip.
And
it's
completely
just...
walled as well.
Yeah, it's like 2 minutes too late. If that push had been slightly earlier.
Sniper up to 19 villagers now. He just lost another couple there. LB10's KD at the moment 1-5. And yeah, Hard just killing so much. Let's see, maybe LB10 can go for the big rampage now. He is on 3 barracks. There's an option that Sniper slings. Sniper's actually going for a stable here. I'm not sure if that's the right option.
I don't see what the point of him slinging is, though, because... Okay, he's actually got a shit ton of food and gold. So, I guess, is he making the stable so that he can go castle and make knights?
Potentially.
But to be honest, I feel like it'd just be better if you just sling it to Skittle, because Skittle might actually do something.
Skittle's going for mass M&A now against the Eagles. That's so,
well, you know,
so
if he can kill the barracks, then that'll slow Leary down a little bit.
Yeah, but killing the barracks doesn't really help. Leary can just wall behind. He needs to get in. He needs to put on the pressure on the gold. Maybe he thinks, oh god, I took one great engagement against one of the best players in the world. I surely won the game. But Leary's just sitting back, and if he gets the Eagles, he will eventually win against the Feudal Age.
MBL's also raiding his mill villages. Getting a couple of kills, just harassing a little bit. And Hart's coming over as well with all his scouts from the right. So Skittle is going to have some issues very, very soon.
Oh yeah, and there are no spearmen for him, and he's still trying to wall the whole map here. Still a lot of open villagers.
Guess what? Just like all the other games, all 3 of the AM players are up to Castle Age. Significantly faster than the NC players. Like, Sniper is the only one up to Castle, and he's pretty much dead already. Like,
yeah, well, we already have LB10 in the Castle Age, so that's good, but yeah, Skittle is pretty late, yeah, but Skittle kind of played a few Age all in here.
Maybe if he can bum rush up these walls, he might be okay. If he can just use all the villages, save himself, leave Sniper to die.
Yes.
Leary has a hole. Where?
Oh, on the left. Far left corner.
Oh yeah, yeah, but that's not important. But
That's
yeah,
so
I can
far
see
away. Like, Man at Arms, by the time they get there and get in,
Yes.
Leary's halfway to Imperial Age.
No. After the series, we will have the Viper, Dowd, and Kalini against VNS. Could be a pretty interesting series coming our way as well. We tend to push, not very efficient here. Seems like Hard can wall this off, and AM just looking so incredibly strong here, and I would be surprised if they aren't in the finals and are really competing to take this whole tournament.
Yeah, they're definitely in a good position. Do you know if any of the teams have really practiced at all for this?
I would
As
be
it
very
were, like
I would be surprised if anyone practiced. And she was online an hour early and talked through the maps and some civs, but I would be surprised if anyone else put any thought into this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, Hart, how's this engagement going for you? Looks like he's about to lose now that all these reinforcements are in for Skittle.
Oh,
I think it's hard to tell though with the grey and green.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it's Skittle winning.
Skittle, yeah, sure. We both just tapping to team colors at the same time.
Indeed, yeah. Okay, and now LB10 around to maybe do some damage. Hard is still trying to wall up here, and then Indians. Well, if he only has camels as an option, that could be interesting. I'm not sure how well he will hold, but
yeah,
LB10.
that's true.
Oh, interesting to see in the middle of the map, trying to go for the surface there.
Yeah, and he's also securing the relic, you know? He's thinking long term. If this gets to late game, that one relic could give him, like, 500 extra gold.
Yeah, potentially.
Potentially, he's planning. But yeah, I agree that Hart going full camels versus eagles might be a little bit of a problem.
Skittle still has so many scouts out.
I think he's got a second stable, and I don't think he's stopped making scouts.
Yeah,
which is going to be a little bit of a problem since he only has 200 food in the bank. He's not going to be going castle very soon.
Yeah,
he's nearly fully walled, which is lovely for him.
Yeah, he will be.
But all of his wood lines are, in danger of ranged units.
Wow.
So if
they
lose
a map for ranged units.
No, it's not. But just even a mangonel, which is something you'll use to break down walls anyway, could get in some nice hits. But look at MBL; he's just starting to stream knights from his base all the way over.
And he still has that surface there. He went for a lot of farms, more than you normally see, but yeah, since everyone built a lot of army, it is kind of tough to still have villagers working there in the middle. But the NC guys...
Skittle scouts are coming into MBL right now.
Oh, could be some villager kills here for sure. MBL trying to pull all his villagers. And that will be a very idle eco here. But still,
that's a win.
Difference.
That's a win for those scouts, because if you deny the gold income, MBL now can't make as many knights as he wants to. He's even fighting underneath the TC. Yeah, Skittle does not care one bit.
Seems like it, right?
Yeah.
He's adding more villagers.
More scouts over. And one of the scouts even got into the walled wood line. Look at that.
Yeah. A bit of a barbarian strategy here.
Yeah.
Okay, but still compare villagers.
Yeah, no. MBL is the lowest on his team, but he's not that much higher than Sniper, who's completely dead.
Well, he's not completely dead, right? He's now Castle Age as well, has 1 extra TC, even has Bowsor, trying to go for some knight ratings. Maybe he can get those knights around a bit. But he
doesn't have any upgrades on his knights. Like, he's got +1 armor, which is nice, but MBL's a bloodlined and +1 attack. So any engagement he takes, he's going to lose.
Yeah.
And, oh god, on the other side, look how many eagles Leary has compared to LB10. And MBL also has his knights over there.
Yeah. LB10 was there trying to clear it up, but had way too few eagles there. Skittle now going for more stone walls. He's up to Castle Age, so that's somewhat fine. And so many camels by Hart now as well.
Oh yeah. Which is, it's kind of going to work out because it counters what we know Sniper and Skittle are going to be making. So as long as Leary concentrates on LB10, I think Hart's going to end up in a semi-decent position, especially seeing as poor Sniper is getting Vil banged again and again and again.
Oh, yeah.
Well, saying that, he's almost got more Vils than Skittle, So
Yeah, and you might get to that.
team goals.
Well, that ended quite anticlimactic. Guys, remember, it is seed number 1 against seed number 8. AM has proven why they are considered to be one of the strongest teams in the world at the moment. They're taking this 3-0. LYTD says, good luck next round. That was quite promising for the rest of the tournament, Robo.
Yeah, I thought it was quite good. Very good games. Like, very one-sided in the end, but they were still entertaining nonetheless.
Okay, then I will tell the AM guys. Oh, I see they can look it up. Last time they screwed up, but I believe now they got the second match, so that's better for them. Okay, let's take a look at the achievements of this game. Skittle actually got the most kills there and the most deaths. Went for so many scouts. There were 20 scouts probably at one point. But
to be honest, it makes sense. Like, that many scouts. Like, he had so many nice fights versus Leary in Feudal Age and versus Hart again. And then in the end going into MBL space, like, he's clearly going to be one of the top military players.
Yeah.
Just simply by the amount of stuff he was making.
Yeah, for sure. So a solid 45 minutes to go till the next series.